Alrighty, yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. DDG94, back with another reaction video. Don't mind the picture right there. My camera is not working. So, sadly, we have to do our videos like this. Sadly. We have to do our videos like that. Oh. Yeah, man. So, in the news, the video game streets out here in these video game streets, apparently, Steam is coming out with a gaming PC that's supposed to rival. Basically, they doing what Xbox said they was finna do with the next Xbox. They said they was gonna make the next Xbox a PC gaming console hybrid breed. So it was gonna try to make it the first of their kind, but it's apparently Steam beat them to the fucking punch. Shout to Gabe. Cause hey, shout out to Steam anyway, cause they've been holding it down for the video game streets out here. If you a PC gamer, if you a console gamer, you don't know nothing about Steam, but if you a PC gamer, you should already know. Steam is for the people. PlayStation, Xbox, they ain't never been for the people. Xbox used to kind of be for the people, but then these niggas want to make the Game Pass $30 fucking. Ain't nobody paying for that shit. And y'all got the same weak ass games on there that y'all had on there from the beginning, bro. Fuck out of here. But well, yeah, man. Steam is dropping their own console, which is like a gaming console PC hybrid. So yeah. I wanted to talk about it, but Soft Drink TV made a video for it. We're gonna watch it. So yeah, without further ado, let's get right into it.
Something huge has happened, and I don't say that lightly. If you own a PS5, do you ever wish you could close NBA 2K26 and open something like NBA 2K11 for a blast from the past? Or maybe you're playing the latest college football title from EA, but you really just want to hop on NCAA 06 and start a dynasty there. Or maybe you want to play NBA Street, or of course, how could I forget ESPN NFL 2K5? But you can't, because you're on a PS5, which only lets you play games that Sony.
You can do it on the Xbox. I do it on the Xbox. How y'all think I be playing these PlayStation 2 games? I be playing all these PlayStation 2 games on my Xbox because you got to put it in dev mode. You got to put it in dev mode to run emulators on it. So yeah. If y'all ever wanted to play PS2 games on your Xbox, you have to purchase dev mode. Yes, you have to purchase it, but it's a one-time purchase though. $20. And you can have dev mode on your fucking Xbox. That's crazy. And then after that, you could just you can put emulators on it and all that stuff. The only thing is you in dev mode, so you're not like on the actual Xbox. You on the dev mode version of Xbox, so you have no access to the stores or the internet or anything like that. But it's okay though, because I mean, if you just on there to play PlayStation 2 games, you know, emulators and all that stuff, it's cool. If you ask me, I would highly recommend you get, if you have an Xbox Series S or Xbox One, because you could do it on the Xbox One as well. I highly recommend you just get the GameCube emulator. I know the GameCube don't have all the games that you want to play, like the PlayStation. Like you can still get the PlayStation, but like if you trying to play like certain games, the GameCube emulator it's been around longer than any other emulator. The first modern emulator was the GameCube emulator, and then like the PS2 emulator started, but they weren't like fully developed yet. Like the PlayStation 2 emulator is still not fully developed yet. Like it can't play all the games cleanly. Like some games they can tolerate, but they can't play them cleanly like some other games. That's what I'm trying to say. So if you really want like the perfect gaming experience with certain games, I would highly recommend you get the GameCube emulator. That's just me.
Sony wants you to play. But imagine if you could. Imagine if there was a console, you plug into your TV, you turn it on with a controller, and it just works. But it could play every single video game, old or new, regardless of whether it's a Nintendo, PlayStation, or Microsoft game. no matter from what year it's from, all from the comfort of your couch with a controller. A powerful device with the endless possibilities of a computer, but made for a couch and controller like a console, with free online, no PlayStation Plus or Xbox Live needed, and it has the latest games. That's what just got announced. That is the Steam Machine. This isn't a sponsored video, I'm just giving you guys my honest thoughts as always, but this is going to change not just sports gaming, but gaming itself forever. Let me explain. The all-new Steam Machine from Valve is the coolest new piece of tech I've seen since the Steam Deck. If you haven't seen my videos on sports game emulation, I've shown how with my Steam Deck, I can play the original Xbox version of NFL 2K5, along with a ton of other classic sports games, and newer games too, on the go, and with the Steam Deck dock, I can play it on my TV with these wireless controllers, and I can play anything from GTA 4 to NCAA 06 to Baldur's Gate 3. But the Steam Deck is a handheld device from a few years ago. It can't handle the latest AAA games anymore, and it can only emulate up to some PS3 era titles. So games like NBA 2K11 or NBA Elite 11 or Madden 12, for example, don't play smoothly. The Steam Machine is 6 times as powerful as the Steam Deck, with its own custom hardware that is optimized for SteamOS, meaning it'll be able to play nearly every single sports game ever made. You'll be playing NBA 2K26 on it, but you can also play any previous.
Now, from what I've heard or from what I've seen, a lot of people are saying that this Steam Machine is not going to. It's going to be the equivalent of an Xbox Series S, not an X, not a PS5, but a Xbox Series S, to where it can play current generation games that are coming out, but it can't play. I think it can't play them at a certain in a certain type of resolution or something like that. I think that's what it is. So it's not as powerful, but it can play games. You just have to tweak the settings a little bit to make it work.
NBA 2K on it, all on one console, with your friends online with crossplay, and online is completely free. It's game changing. Now, price is going to be a major factor. A price hasn't been announced yet, but
yeah, that's the only thing I'm looking for is the price. Because if this is Steam's way to get people into PC gaming, you have to make the price reasonable. If this shit is $800 for this little ass box, if this little GameCube ass box is I want to say $800, fuck no, get that shit up out of here, bro. If this shit will fail. If you gonna make a console, if you gonna make a console / PC hybrid, you at least gotta go at the bare. There should be certain I think there's 2 different variations of it. I think there's a 500 gigabyte version and a 2 terabyte version of this. So if anything, I would break them down. It's the 500 gigabyte one, make that $500. And then the one that comes with make a 1 terabyte one and a 2 terabyte one. And then you can charge $600, $700, $800 for those. But I wouldn't. I don't think coming out the gate and saying that the base model is $700, $600. Oh, you ain't nobody finna buy that shit. Ain't nobody finna buy that shit. Even though sadly this is the prices that the next generation of consoles are finna go in. Sadly, so the market is we damn near going to pay $1,000 for a fucking console. Fuck out of here. People ain't finna do this no more. If anything, you get you a mid-tier computer and just a mid-tier gaming computer, and you just play games from there. There's no purpose for buying a console. It's if they really want to do this right, they have to make the price affordable, even if they're gonna take a loss. Still, if you're gonna give us a good product and you put it at an affordable price, you still gonna win at the end of the day. The thing is to gain a customer base. You want to gain a customer base. Y'all are new to the hardware console market. So the smart thing to do would be, Even though we are Steam and we have a great fan base on Steam, we want people to buy this console, so let's sell it at a price that's reasonable. But that's just me. That's just me.
Expect it to be under $699, and if it's under $499, it's going to pull in huge numbers.
Exactly.
PlayStation might actually be cooked if the price is good, and Xbox is already cooked. But why buy a PlayStation and pay for PlayStation Plus?
Xbox did it to themselves.
When a Steam machine, hypothetically, could already play everything a PS5 could play for the most part, future releases as well, and also play PS3, PS2, PS1, Xbox, Xbox 360, Nintendo NES, SNES, N64, GameCube, Wii, Wii U, Switch, Switch 2 probably soon, even the damn Atari 2600 and the Sega Dreamcast. If one console can play everything with free online, and the other can play some games with paid online, and they're a similar price, why would anyone want the latter? If you're terrible with tech, and you want something that requires no setup, the Steam Machine can do that too with your Steam games. Tinkering rewards you with emulation. To me, this sounds like the perfect console. One quirk I had with my Steam Deck dock setup, which is basically a worse version of what the Steam Machine will be, is that it was a hassle mapping my controllers to emulators, because they automatically picked up the Steam Deck's own controls over my wireless ones, and I had to manually tweak each emulator to add the controllers, and it was a lot. But Valve has also announced the Steam Controller, a first-party gamepad for the Steam Machine, which would work seamlessly. Setting all of this up is...
I ain't gonna lie, that controller is ugly as fuck. I'm not gonna hold you. It might be ugly as fuck, but it might feel good in hand. I don't know. That's something that we will have to see when it comes out. But another thing too, they should have that shit sold separately. Cause like I should be, if this is a PC, I should be able to put a fucking Xbox or PlayStation controller on here with ease. I'm just saying, if this is a PC hybrid, I should be able to easily hook a PlayStation or Xbox controller up to this and play my games through an Xbox and PlayStation controller. I shouldn't really need a Steam controller, but I guess because you have to sell the product, you have to sell the products, and you don't want the Steam controller to not be usable. But at the same time, I mean, you kind of want to make it customer friendly. I'm just saying.
Going to get so much easier. You grab this and two controllers, and you and your bud can play literally any sports game ever made, from Tecmo Bowl to NFL Game Day 95 to NBA Live 04 to Mario Golf to NBA 2K26. It's insane. So the Steam Machine can plug into your monitor, keyboard and mouse, and now you have a quiet and sleek mini desktop, powerful enough for modern gaming, retro gaming, video editing, coding, and more. It runs SteamOS, which is based on Arch Linux, and the desktop experience is very similar to Windows 10. There's a start button, a software center, a file explorer, web browser, desktop shortcuts. It's exactly what you'd expect, and you can use desktop mode to install or do just about anything. You're not limited or locked to the Steam store. You can get games anywhere. So if you like to wear an eye patch and have a peg leg from time to time, this will be worth it for you. You may be wondering, why not just build a gaming PC? The key here is that this is made to be used as a console or PC, not just one. A regular PC, sure, you can connect it to your TV, but it's not going to boot up from turning on your controller like this would. It won't be as simple to navigate as a PS5 would. You would need to use a keyboard and a mouse to set anything up, which adds complexity for those looking to simply plug it in and play games on a TV. Game devs wouldn't target your specific hardware when you build your own computer like they would with the Steam Machine. Devs will make sure everything can run on this, and smaller devs will create awesome tools for it. I mean, just look at EmuDeck for the Steam Deck, for example. It's a program that installs every emulator and sets them all up with one click. The software support is going to be unreal. We've never seen a powerful hybrid PC that works completely as a console or completely as a desktop with good software until now. I'm gonna get extra technical for a second, but the Steam Deck paved the way for Linux to become more mainstream. Before the Steam Deck, barely any games ran on Linux, an operating system like Windows or Mac, but Valve took Wine, a project that runs Windows programs and games on Linux. They made it way better and called it Proton, and through Proton, which you don't even need to think about on a Steam Deck or a Steam Machine because it runs in the background, it translates Windows games to Linux, meaning almost everything runs on Linux now. And usually it runs faster too, because you don't have all that stupid bloat running in the background that Windows uses. With the Steam Machine, developer support for Linux is about to reach an all-time high, and that's a great thing for all of us even if you don't realize it. Linux is free and open source. It's not made for profit. It's made to be of use. It has no ads, it doesn't collect your data, and there's nothing that gets worse over time with updates. You don't get AI thrown in there without your consent. You don't get Candy Crush Saga pre-installed. You get a system that respects the user, gives the user privacy, and doesn't force you or lock you out of or into doing anything. Tech running Linux is tech with unlimited potential, and that's what gives the Steam Deck and the Steam Machine infinite potential, where something running Windows or a console like a PS5 could never have that level of potential. The Steam Machine is capable of anything. It's up to you. Giving the power back to the consumer, back to the user, to buy something, and it's completely theirs. They own every inch of it, and they can customize every inch of it, hardware and software. That is the future, and we should be so happy that that is where we're heading. Kernel level anti-cheat is the only thing left breaking games on Linux. You'll see it with online shooters like Fortnite, for example, as well as with EA Sports games like Madden 26. But I would imagine the success of the Steam Deck and the potential success of the Steam Machine will incentivize devs to go a different route with anti-cheat that works on all platforms and also respects the user's privacy more. That's also what Valve is banking on, as they've said. It feels like the next domino after the Steam Deck got 95% of games working that previously didn't. The Steam Machine is fully capable of playing Madden 26 if they used a different anti-cheat system. NBA 2K26 works, it's an EA thing, but outside of the last few Maddens, literally every single other sports game, from NCAA to Madden to NBA 2K to NBA Live to MLB to NHL, all will work seamlessly. For the casual viewer, none of that technical stuff matters. What does matter is there is about to be an end-all, be-all console that'll play every sports game ever made and give you the flexibility to play the latest releases as well.
That is true, though. And I feel like this is good because this will make PlayStation actually try, because I don't think PlayStation gonna try anymore. I honestly don't think PlayStation gonna try anymore. I think Nintendo is fine where they're at because they've stepped away from the console market and went to the handheld. Like, they've completely said our niche is handheld. Let's just take the console experience and put it on a handheld. So Nintendo's like, until y'all step over here to this handheld networking, we gonna do what the fuck we want to do. If we gonna charge $80 for a fucking Mario game and then charge you damn near $500 for a fucking handheld console, we gonna do what the fuck we want to do. We ain't finna keep selling shit for the cheap no more. So yeah, it's complete. Yeah. So I feel like if Steam is going to be the disruptor of the gaming console landscape, I feel like they're doing the right order of business, which is let's tap into the handheld market to go up against Nintendo, and then let's tap into the console market to take out Xbox and fucking PlayStation, because Xbox then gave up at this point. Xbox is a shell of themselves. I don't know what the fuck Xbox is doing. I don't know what their mindset is at this point in time, but man, I think Xbox fucked up the whole console market with what they're doing. They're not doing any favors. They're just trying to make a profit back at this point. I think they took too many L's, which was their own doing. Why would you put 24/7 DRM on a fucking console when people don't even have access to the internet at that time? People didn't have access to the internet like that. But that's just me. I'm just saying. I'm just making an observation here. But yeah, I think other than that though, man, like I said, depending on the price, of whatever this console slash PC is going to be, it needs to be in an affordable range where people can just get it and enjoy it for themselves. I think that needs to happen. And once they see and watch the dollars go in, build your customer base up, and then improve on it from there. But hey, I'm not the marketing whiz. I'm just somebody who just I'll be the person I'm the type of person that thinks about building a customer base. If I'm going to sell something, I'm gonna at least try to make it obtainable for everybody. Build the fan base up off it, and then continue, and then go from there.
Just like if it was a PS5, only with free online thanks to Steam. This is the future of gaming on your TV. No more walled gardens, no more exclusives. This wasn't a sponsored video, but instead me highlighting an upcoming product that actually excites me, which is rare for me in the gaming scene. This gives the power back to the players, the individuals, and not the corporations that want to lock everything down and make you pay for remakes and remasters because the original games aren't available. With the Steam machine, everything is available. They also announced a new VR headset, and it also runs SteamOS without needing another device. So technically, you could emulate ESPN NFL 2K5 on it and play first-person football in literal...
Ain't nobody trying to play no VR, bro. Ain't nobody trying to play no VR, bro. Let's stop it.
First person. Pretty cool. Anyways, my NASCAR 25 review is almost done, but I wanted...
All right, bro. Once you said NASCAR, that was it for me, bro. That was it for me, bro. I'm not trying... Nope. Mayonnaise in the chat. Nope, mayonnaise in the chat. No. We ain't come here for that.
What they put on your sandwich? Too much goddamn mayonnaise.
But anyway, so that's just gonna about do it for this one, most definitely, man. I am intrigued by this, but I need to know that price range, because I want a Steam Deck, but man, the price on them Steam Decks is crazy though. Like, it's just like $500. So if they charge you $500 for a Steam Deck, I wonder. It's up in the air how much they're gonna charge for a PC. But we'll have to see though. But anyway, so that's just gonna about do it for this one. I'll see you on the next video. Till then, deuces.